Hello, what is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to my channel, Charmed Wisdom. My name is Anna, and I'm back with another pick a card for you guys. So today's pick a card topics in regards to messages from the ancestors to see what does the ancestors have for us today. The ancestors have been coming up a lot, so I feel like they're very antsy and wanting to talk with us. So let's see what messages they have for us. So in front of me I have 3 piles, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So go ahead and pick based on the picture or on the energy or on the pile, whatever calls you towards, and I'll go ahead and see you at your pile. Pile 1. So if you pick pile 1, this is your reading. So what does the ancestors want you to know? What messages do they have for you today? So let's see. So this card I'm going to reveal at the end. Basically, this is the card that, I asked, what are the ancestors currently wanting to gift us or wanting to gift us? So this card will basically tell us that. So let's see, messages from the ancestors, pile 1. So we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And it's funny because this morning I kept hearing that word integration. There is a lot of integration currently going on right now, especially with our energetic bodies. And I feel like a lot of us have been on this wave of integration, meaning where you're integrating something new with the old. This could also be your spiritual gifts. Because for a lot of you guys, I am feeling spiritual gifts tied to the ancestors or to your ancestors or your bloodline. So there is here an awakening. So there is a spiritual awakening. There's clarity coming in here. I feel like the ancestors have been working with you energetically and helping you release a lot of the load, release a lot of negative energy, release a lot of perception perspectives, and where it kind of was rooted within your trauma or rooted within your bloodline here. I feel like during your sleep state, they visit you, especially at night. I feel like they're also calling you to meditate with them, especially at their altar if you have an altar dedicated to your ancestors here. So we have great lesson learned from spiritual experience. Exactly. A lot of you guys have been going through, and for some reason, for some of you guys, I am feeling like this is a male ancestor. It doesn't have to be, but I am feeling a masculine presence, and this masculine presence feels very much protective or overprotective of your energy. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden situations happen where people leave, or sudden things just like happen out of nowhere, and where for you might seem like something terrible or seem like a negative aspect of life, but in reality it was this ancestor protecting your peace above all here, because again, your lineage and your ancestors have learned a lot, and they don't want you to go through the same things that they went through. They work so hard to get you to where you're at now, just to kind of settle for less, or settle for things that seem comfort, settle for things that seem like just because you're already familiar or used to it. This message kind of resonates a lot with the Instagram post that I posted today. So if you're coming from my Instagram, then you already know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I feel like a lot of things have fell out of your hands or have fallen out of your hands. I feel like a lot of you guys have fallen out of grace, and I feel like a lot of people take this out of this term out of context, and see a very fearful way. And when my guides tell me that, falling out of grace, meaning it's not like how supposedly the devil, it was an angel and it fell out of grace and now it became the devil. No, falling from grace is just meaning that you have fallen out of your alignment with your higher self. You have fallen out of alignment with who you truly are within yourself. You have lost your power, or you have given up your power through these spiritual lessons and spiritual experiences in your lifetime. Therefore, again, a lot of you guys are awakening up back to this power, awakening back to who you really are, awakening up to your destiny, awakening up to your purpose, awakening up to your spirit and your higher self here. And here we have the flower of life in behind. And again, that's coming back to you realizing who you are and who you could create and what you are part of. You are part of source. Therefore, you are source, living through an experience here on earth. So we have the angels, feathers, coins, repeating numbers, protection. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I feel like this guide has been protecting you a lot. This ancestor, because this ancestor is very prominent in your energy. And then we have a lot of feathers. So white feathers, if you've been seeing white feathers and don't know that that's been sent from your ancestors, especially birds. If you've been seeing a lot of birds around you in your home, playing with you or watching you, you know, flying around you or flying towards your car when you're driving, those are your ancestors. But again, I feel like this ancestor has been working and helping you and assisting you, especially with protecting you through these transformations, especially when it comes to awakening up to your higher self and your spiritual self. Here we have the magician. Yes, the magician. We have sacred medicine. Okay. Then we have the empress. What else? We have surrender, defensiveness. So the magician, again, it's reminding you, because every magician is someone who has all the tools, realizes that it has all the tools, knows that it has all the tools within themselves to make, to have that inner will to, whether it be, you know, cutting away anything that you need to cut away, having the inner will to create it, whatever it is that you need to create, knowing that you have the tools to create that space in order to replace it with something new. And again, a lot of you guys are magicians. You're waking up to this power within yourself. And if, again, is that the eye keeps coming up a lot. So there's a lot of spiritual connection here with your ancestors. There's a lot of intuitive downloads from the ancestors. There's a lot of intuition connection here with your ancestors. So use that to your advantage, okay? Because there is a lot of sacred medicine within yourself that you can use to utilize it to heal your bloodline, to heal your ancestors, to continue to manifest something new. Because again, your ancestors worked so hard to get you to where you are right now. So all their sacrifices were not in vain, and your sacrifices were not in vain, because this all has been worked into in order to build you. Here with the Empress, again, the Empress, you are someone who is very weighty. You're someone who is very potent in energy, meaning that you have this great potential to create your heart's desires. You have this great potential to heal, to be a healer, if that is, you know, your soul's calling. But again, we have this defensiveness type of energy, and where again, maybe it's hard for you to trust, maybe it's hard for you to open up, and you might see some certain situation or certain energies in your life, or even certain emotions, seeing them as a negative, seeing it as what is it called, a weakness. But in reality, those are your greatest strengths here. And I feel like a lot of you guys are learning or finding these strengths within yourself, because you guys have taken a lot of punches to the heart. You guys have taken a lot of, you know, dead ends. You guys have taken a lot of hard falls, but all of this has helped you and build you. And there's this time for you guys to stop hiding. It's time for you guys to stop, you know, staying in the comfort zone. It's time for you to come out of those situations and those comfort zones that are no longer serve a purpose or no longer carry the space for your growth here. Okay. But again, this defensiveness energy is giving me that type of energy. Like, I'm scared of change. I don't want to open up to change. I don't know why this is happening. Let me cut this. Cut this now so that I don't get hurt at the end. Let me, sabotage this energy before it sabotages myself. But again, you guys have major arcana's energy here, and that's great power within yourself, and great power that you guys have not realized that you guys possess, that you guys carry. And a lot of you guys have been working and getting on this energy, but again, a lot of you guys keep this energy hidden, and then where it's like, no, like, you already know better than this, so why do you keep it hidden here? So we have magic manifesting. We have your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. And then we have Isis and the Magician. So this all resembles the same. We have the Tree of Life. Focus twice. And then we have Lilith. Face your shadows. Wow. This is a very strong energy, my pile one. And again, I feel like you guys have a lot of hidden talents. You guys have a lot of hidden potential within yourself. You guys have a lot of hidden knowledge within yourself. And again, it's just that you guys are afraid of facing it. We have two snakes here. So again, snakes could also be a resemblance here or a sign for you guys. But the snake is also, again, you guys, I always resemble snakes with ancestors as well, because it's just It's like a representation of the energy flow of the suppression in the lineage, the suppression in the bloodline, the knowledge that is carrying in the bloodline. So a lot of you guys have been going through some transformations and where you guys have been needing to face your shadows here. There is a lot of awakening. Again, we have the third eye here. There's a lot of third eye energy. There's a spiritual awakening. And I feel like that's going to be deepening this year, especially with the year being on the vibration and frequency of the soul number 7, which is all about, you know, the spiritual self and the spiritual development of self. So I feel like you guys' focus is changing in life, and your spirit, your ancestors, your spirit guides are helping you and shift that perspective and where it needs to be seen or where it needs to be focused. Because again, your interest could be changing, your focus and things could be changing. And it's like, again, your perception is changing here. There is a lot of illusions that were keeping you hidden, that were keeping you, from being or stepping into the best version of yourself. There is also a lot of metamorphosis energy here. There's a lot of butterflies here. And I feel like you guys have a lot of goals and are wanting to achieve certain goals and desires. But again, it's like you guys are too afraid of going after it here. The tree of life is just a representation of, reminding you of your roots, reminding you of why you're here, reminding you of, even though you might feel like just a leaf or a branch on the tree, you still possessed a lot of knowledge. You still possess a lot of growth here. You still possess a lot of stability here from your ancestors. You still possessed a lot of presence in that tree, and you create and carry a great mission here. Okay. And you guys need to kind of focus more on what it is to focus more on what brings that delight and that bliss and that passion into your life. Focus more on where your gifts and talents are needed. Focus more on what is it that you want to do. Focus more on how can you deepen the knowledge within yourself. Because even now, like when I started this reading, my hands were really, really cold, and now they're really warm and they feel like very hot too. So again, there's so much power within your guys' self that you guys are still learning to get a hold on and finding that inner will within yourself, because where there is a will, there is a do here, okay? And you guys are realizing that you guys, again, hold all this power within yourself. So what is it that your ancestors are wanting to gift you? It's confidence. Wow. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. So again, they're gifting you more confidence. They're gifting you more power. They're gifting you a lot of inspiration. So your goals could be changing here. A lot of you guys can be planning and having all this imagination or having this inner desires burning within you. Like, I want to do this now. Like I want to do this, or I want to go travel. I want to move. I want to experience this. I want to love now, or I want to open up to this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, there's this inspiration coming in, waves of inspiration that are coming in for you guys. And a lot of this has been rooted within your self-love and your self-worth and knowing who you really are. Accepting the challenges I'm hearing. Accept the challenges that are coming. Because it's only going to help you and build you even more. Because again, some of you guys see it as the challenges, but in reality, there is just as, kind of test. But this defensive energy that you guys might be working through is rooted within your shadow, okay? It's rooted within something that you have denied yourself of. So kind of a lot of you guys are realizing how the things that you guys have been denying yourself of, because you guys haven't seen it as sin, or has been deeply rooted within Catholicism or, Christianity and, religion. And a lot of you guys are opening up to different perspectives here, or opening up to the medicine and the knowledge of your ancestors here. So a lot of you guys could be wanting to even look into your ancestry, your roots, your DNA, figuring out where it comes from, so that you can feel more connected with your ancestors, more connected with your magic in a sense here, because there is a lot of magic energy here. I feel like if you guys struggle with connecting with your ancestors, especially with this card, because I can I can't keep my eyes off the somerio. Well, that's because here it seems like a Mesoamerican, so we call it somerio. And somerio, what we burn is like herbs. We burn copal, we burn incense, which is called copal. We burn stuff like that in order to connect with our ancestors, because the ancient Mexicans believe that our bones, that our blood carry the memories of our ancestors, because again, blood is memory, water is memory. So we are water beings, water people. We have water within ourselves. Our body is mostly created out of water. So all we carry within ourselves is memory. And this is what you guys are wakening up to, which is why you guys are going through these awakenings. And these awakenings are coming sometimes with some rude awakenings. And again, it's because some of you guys were too hyper focused on the vanity, too hyper focused on, on things that weren't you, and masks that weren't you, and illusions and glamour magic that, others were portraying or others were showing you, what social media was showing you. But again, it was all because of this shadow work. And a lot of you guys have been doing the shadow work in order to get to know yourself a little bit deeper and get to know yourself, your power a little bit deeper, okay? Because you guys are needing to stay focused here. There's a need, again, to focus. Where are you guys placing your focus and your energy? Because if you guys are placing it in places that are not bringing any growth or not reaping any growth, then that means that it's not for you, okay? It means that it's this space can't hold your roots, can't hold your power or your knowledge. Therefore, you need to shift your focus and where it will be needed, and where you will grow and where you will succeed. And this is what your ancestors are helping you in, finding that confidence so that you can release yourself from wherever this defensive energy is coming from, so that you can move, into different environments and growth with more fulfillment, grow with more passion, grow with more rewards and more abundance at your disposal. Okay, so I hope this resonates. I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions, concerns, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, pile 2. So you've picked pile 2, then this is your reading. So what is it that you need to know? Message from your ancestors. What does your ancestors have for you today? So this card at the top is going to describe, the gift or what your ancestors are wanting to gift you with this energy or with this reading, or however, they might bring it up to you. But with you guys, I'm getting very much drawn to the water down here. There's a lot of emotional release, a lot of emotional cleansing, a lot of, underworld type of energy. There's a lot of uprooting. There's a lot of suppression here, emotional suppression here, being in the closet type of energy. But let's see what this is about. Okay, so what does the ancestors have for us for pile 2? Ooh. So we have, so it is, blessings, fate, God's will. Okay, so again, there's a lot of this kind of cloudiness type of energy. There's a need for clarity here. We have the Page of Pentacles. We need to assess something, and again, it's like that underworld type of energy, and she's here trying to put away a coin, but it's like, no, like, this is not the time to put it away. This is the time to assess it. This is the time to plan. This is the time to view it, to put it under the microscope. This is the time to discover. This is the time to dig a little bit deeper and see what this can offer, instead of kind of just digging it under the rug, or digging it, leaving it, in your bag for later. But when you need it for a rainy day or something, but it's like, no, we need to see it now. We need to view it now. We need to, because this is, God's will, or this is fate, or this is actually a blessing in disguise that is happening. And you're trying to kind of like, cancel this shit out. And it's like, no, what are you doing? Yeah, see, we have the Queen of Cups. So this ancestor is wanting to gift you something. And again, it's something in regards to the emotion, more emotion stability, more emotional support, opening and healing of the heart space. This could even be opening up to love, opening in your heart, opening up yourself to something more fulfillment. And I feel like, again, for you guys, this could be ancestor, could be a female ancestor. I am getting feminine energy, because this energy does feel compassionate, and versus pile 1, where it felt more masculine. It felt more forward with their descendants. And with you guys, this ancestor feels more like, because I'm getting a vision of them just kind of, while you're weeping or crying or releasing, they're kind of there next to you, kind of like, they're there, it's okay, they're there. They're kind of mothering you in a sense. Pile 2, message from their ancestors, message from their ancestors. So we have surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. We have Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. And again, it's this energy of this inner strength, this inner stability. How are you guys limiting yourself again? And it's like spirit, like this ancestor keeps giving you blessings, keep offering you, you know, the things that you need and wants. They keep giving it to you to kind of fuel it. Or like, oh, okay, you need this. Okay, here you go. Oh, you need this. Okay, here you go. But it's like, you're like, no, I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need your help. I don't know what you're doing. Or, you know, even though you're not literally saying that, but that's your energy saying it to this answer. This is your energy. How, because, you know, the universe doesn't know the difference. And that's what I always tell people. Energy or the universe doesn't know the difference. You might say, oh, I wish I was, you know, I was in love. I wish I had a boyfriend. But then you're over there like curving everyone. That's your energy saying, nope, I don't fucking want it. I was just kidding. You know, I was just in a sense of desperation, or I was just, you know, testing my boundaries here, or whatever the fuck it is. And it's just like, okay, but we were giving it to you, and look, we give it to you and you're just kind of putting it away. So what the fuck are you doing? Like, so this guide is like, okay. And it's like, again, so it is. So you guys keep, you know, because it is reminding me of mode B, when, especially when you do a spell. So like, so it is, like, this is what it is. But then it's like, you are literally not recognizing this blessing or recognizing this new beginning that is wanting to be given to you and being offered to you. Pile two. We have Cain, life force energy. Childhood innocence. The beauty way. See the beauty in things. See the innocence in the things. Yes, things have been hard, child, I'm hearing. Yes, things have been difficult. Yes, things have felt a burden. Yes, things might have felt like they weren't moving. Yes, it might have felt like you were alone and nobody was assisting you and nobody was holding you and nobody was understanding you. I was there next to you this whole time. I don't know who the fuck that was, but that message came out really, really, really emotional because I am wanting to cry now. So just know that, just give me a second. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to transmute that energy because it was really, really heavy. And as an empath, if I don't release it right away, I carry it with me all day, and this is something that is not mine, so I don't want to carry it. So again, this is just energy that you guys have been going through, okay? This ancestor is definitely wanting to bring an energy shift here, okay? And this seems like an energetic shift that is very much healing, very much nourishing, very much that it's needed in your life, because things have been slipping out of your hands here. You guys have not been grasping onto the blessings or have been welcoming the blessings that have been given to you by your ancestors. And again, I feel like a lot of you guys have been making this decision based on your resentment from your childhood, based on your childhood wounds. And this is kind of, you know, creating this type of depression, this type of anxiety, this type of, you know, dense energies in your life, instead of seeing it through the eyes of beauty, instead of seeing it through the eyes of, you know, smelling the flowers, you know, taking one step at a time type of energy. And like, yes, you know, this happened, but see the beauty of why this happened. Yes, it rained in your life, but seeing the beauty of what this rain has created in your life, and what garden it grew, and what type of plants it grew and flowers it grew in your garden, because that is what is needed at the time, not in versus what you were in search for, or in versus what you were expecting versus what you thought you needed. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you guys have been working through these illusions, have been placing yourself in these illusions and this fragmented energy. And this is why you're being called to move back to wholeness. Your ancestor is trying to help you, and you know, trying to show you and help you bring this more flow in your life, because things have been stagnant. Things have not been moving here. Because again, you have not been taking up on the opportunities here. So we need to rise beyond these illusions. We need to transcend our limited beliefs, our limited emotions, our dense emotions. We have to transcend above them. We have to view them for what they are, because so it is. So it is that, yes, so it is anger. Okay, so what about it? What are you going to do about it? How are you going to transmute that energy? So it is. Okay. We have medicine mother. Again, this is a female ancestor. It could be a mother figure, because I feel like you did know this person in your childhood. But again, I feel like your this ancestor is kind of helping you come back to your innocence, come back to this purity of innocence of why you started this even at the beginning, or why you started this business from the beginning, or why you started this path from the beginning, or why you went back to school for the this beginning, or why you left this relationship behind for this reason. Again, it's all kind of coming back 360 here. Honor your inner knowing. Honor the things that you know. Honor that this ancestor is showing you, because it's point blank here for you guys, okay? So accept it for what it is, so that you can see the beauty of it. See the blessing in disguise here. My pile 2. We have play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Yes, because you guys have been taking life too serious. You guys have been taking the situations too serious. You guys have been taking your downfalls too serious. You guys have been taking life too serious. And, you know, just the other day myself, I realized that I also have been taking life too serious, and where, you know, I've been, you know, working hard because this is what I love to do. And I'm always, you know, called to be of service. I'm always being of service to others, but sometimes I forget to be of service to myself, whether it be enjoying myself, enjoying my bounty, enjoying where I'm at, soaking in my own energy, soaking in my own purity, soaking in my own emotions. That if I'm feeling sad, then I'm feeling sad in that moment and I'm soaking in it. If I'm feeling happy, then it's, you know, being happy in that moment and soaking in it. And we take that for granted for so much, because there's so much beauty in our emotions. There's so much beauty in what is being shown to us. And there's so much beauty in the innocence of falling down and then laughing about it and getting back up again. And yes, you got a scraped knee. Yes, you got a scar, but now you have a story to tell. That's the beauty of it. That's seeing the beauty of it, because the sun is always shining there, but you just take life so seriously and you confine yourself to this glass just because it's sparkly. When you have this whole, when you have this whole atmosphere, this whole ground to play, and yet you confine yourself to this glass because it's bubbly, because it's fancy. So honor your inner knowing. Honor what you already know, because a lot of times, you know, people come to me for readings or, you know, revise, and they're like, yeah, you know, I know that I have to do this, but I'm like, okay, so then I know you're coming for, you know, reassurance. I know you're coming for, you know, to what is that other word? Even that other word just came up today too. Oh, what is that word? Validation. Thank you. Seeking validation. Stop seeking validation. Okay, my pile 2. Stop it, because you have this inner knowing within you. You have a deep connection with this ancestor. And again, this ancestor shows you through your emotion, connects through you through your emotions. Okay. So the gift that this ancestor is wanting to gift you is letting go. Oh my gosh. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that's a spell that you guys could use, okay, my pile 2. This is definitely a spell that you guys could use in a burning ritual, in the connection with your spiritual guide, especially in the connection with this ancestor. Because again, especially being by water, okay, my pile 2, it's being by water, taking a baño, using water to go through this transformation is definitely going to help you. But again, allow the wisdom to remain. Inner knowing, medicine mother. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. And again, it's exactly like I said, yes, you fell and you scraped your knee, and now you have a scar, but now you have a story to tell, okay? This is just, so they're gifting you the energy of letting go. They're gifting you the energy of transformation. They're gifting you the energy of compassion, of trust, of forgiveness, so that you can let go of whatever this is. Okay, they're trying to bring this energy shift. Okay, and this is why you might be feeling up very much emotional. Okay, my pile 2. Let me just pull one more card for you guys, because this was really deep, really deep. My pile 2. Whew. It's too many cards. Can I get one card, please? One card, please. Pile 2, pile 2. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer. The light I see in them is a reflection of my own inner light. So again, there's situations around you that are dimming your light. Okay, my pile 2. So whether it be people, places, or things are currently dimming your light or taking away from your light and taking away from your self-worth. And this is creating a tsunami within yourself. This is creating a lot of emotions within yourself. So we need to kind of figure it out. What is it that we're being called here? What is the blessing in disguise here? And accept this energy of letting go so that we can let go whatever's dimming our light, so that we can find our inner strength again, so we can find our inner power again, so we can find our inner flame again, and then we may recognize who we are and who we always been, and move back to our power and accept our power and never let it go again, or never let it light out, or never let it distinguish, or what is that fucking word, light out, whatever, snuff out, if you want to say, or for a better lack of words. So this is what I have for you guys, pile 2. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, pile 3. So if you pick pile 3, then this is your message. So what does the ancestors have for you? What messages does your ancestors want to offer you today? So this card is going to talk about the gift or energy, or however you want to see it, as a perspective, or whatever that your ancestors are wanting to gift you right now. But I will reveal it at the end. But judging by the energy from your guys' reading, it does feel a little more lighthearted, as pile 2 was a little dense and pile 1 was a little different. But with you guys, it does feel a little bit more uplifting here. So I'm feeling a lot of head changes here. Woo. You guys could be getting a lot of ear ringing, or a lot of, dizziness, head changes. There's a troll of energy. There's chaotic energy, meaning primal energy, meaning new beginnings. Okay. So let's see what this is about. So messages from the ancestors, pile 3, pile 3. Message from the ancestors, pile 3, pile 3. What do they need to know? So we have Serpent's Bay, Ascension. Yes, I was feeling that energy too. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Yes, you guys have definitely been raising your energy. Again, that's what I said, that there's an uplifting type of energy in your guys' reading. There is a shift in energy. Again, there's new beginnings. You guys have overcame something, or have finally cleared out something, or have let go of something, and where now you're ready to come into a new cycle or new frequency, because there's been some ascension here, because the light is here. Truth. Suppress emotions, imbalance, speak your truth. Pile 3. So we have Knight of Wands. Don't suppress your truths, my pile 3, okay? Don't suppress what you know. Don't suppress what you get called to do. Don't suppress the ideas. Don't suppress the enthusiasm, because this sometimes creates an imbalance in your life, or try to justify the energy, or for trying to justify if I should or shouldn't I type of energy, okay? Follow your truth. So we have the 2 of Cups, okay? We have the Sacrifice. Surrender to wonder and awe. Ooh. Kalima, spiritual transformation. Karma, DNA. Okay, I feel like I need to get more. Summer, bask in joy and light. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Okay, I feel like a lot of you guys have been, again, closing out a lot of karma, closing out a lot of the spiritual transformations. You guys have been breaking the chain, have been breaking ancestral patterns. This guide is wanting to tell you that they are aware of what you've been doing. They are so proud of you for what you've been doing. They know that, you have been sacrificing so much, or offer so much of yourself and sacrifice so much of these lessons in order to clear out this DNA, in order for you to do this deep cellular healing in your lineage, in your bloodline. But they want you to know that, your ancestors are working so hard behind the scenes to bask in this joy of light, meaning to bring in this source, new energy in your life. Reason why they're calling you and asking of you to surrender to the wonder and awe. It's because there's been a lot of detachment. There's been a lot of accumulation of good karma, accumulation of justice, accumulation of good deeds type of energy here. Because again, you have sacrificed something so big in order to receive the ultimate blessings in this lifetime, or to receive the all that it is that you're meant to be receiving. Therefore, there's new partnerships coming in, whether it be love, platonic, or friendships, soul family, however you want to see it. But again, there's a different connection, especially to yourself. There, I feel like you recognize yourself for your truth, and honor your own truth. I feel like a lot of you guys are very much the trailblazers of your lineage, or the black sheep of your lineage, and why you do things very different, because you guys are rewriting your future. I feel like a lot of you guys are doing things out of the norm, or especially if you guys are in the cult, or doing something that would have never been done in the family, which is a lot of time is breaking these generational curses. But yeah, whether it be going to therapy when something that has never been seen in your lineage, or, you know, has been done. Again, doing stuff like that has never been done or has been shunned upon, it has brought a lot of healing. It has brought a lot of energy that is primal energy that is rewriting the future of your lineage and of your bloodline. You are erasing these patterns that were given to you or have been found in your DNA. A lot of you guys are learning new powers or accessing new powers. I feel like there's a lot of access to the Akashic records here as well. Because I feel like you guys have a big light here. There's a lot of light energy. So you guys have a very much high frequency. So again, I feel like a lot of times when you come around family, you tend to trigger them, or you tend to, because Kalima, I guess, is that energy of, is just, they trigger, right? They have this dark feminine energy that it just triggers people around them. It triggers the healing within them that they could, it triggers the power that they have within themselves, but that they shun. It triggers the unknown within them, and that scares a lot of people. But with you, it doesn't scare you. And again, and for this energy, for acquiring this, or for being able to reach this level of ascension and your bloodline, it's bringing a lot of deep healing, and it's bringing a lot of primal energy, and then it's bringing new beginnings. And I feel like come around summer, I feel like it's gonna be where a lot of these blessings are gonna be being manifesting, or you're gonna be reaping a lot of these manifestations that your ancestors are gonna be gifting you, or offering you, especially if you've been seeing bees recently. And there's also a lot of 444 energy. So let's see what your answers are wanting to gift you. Passion. So rise up high and flame my purpose, reach the sky. And then we have number 11. Again, there's alignment here. There's things that are coming more into alignment. There's more foundation, more peaceful grounding relationships. There's more stability, more inner stability within yourself, more stability in your finances. There is a lot of more finances coming in for you. There is a lot of more passion here coming up for you, and where you're able to kind of align yourself to, your ancestor blessings. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I understand what this is, but sometimes it's hard for me to kind of dumb it up, I guess, in a sense, for other people to understand it, because it's just this inner knowing, and where sometimes our DNAs carry these abundant codes that it takes a lot to break them in order for us to access these DNA codes. And I feel like a lot of you guys are doing this. Okay, you guys are accessing these DNA codes that is helping you guys rise above any patterns that it has been keeping you guys stuck in your lineage here. Whew, there is a lot of more energy coming in for you guys as well. A lot of more purpose, a lot of more dharma, Destiny is also play here for some reason. Again, there's a passionate romantic relationship that could be being gifted to you by spirit, because either a lot of your family could be stuck in relationships that are unhappy, or were in arranged marriages, or that were stuck in certain situations because they were toxic and they just stayed with it because it's their lineage was shunned upon, leaving behind that person or that marriage or becoming a divorcee. So again, this is energy as well that you guys are rewriting, or that are welcoming new partnerships here. There is a lot of teacher energy here as well. I feel like a lot of you guys are also going to be teaching, however it may resonate in your life, but I feel like this is also teaching the descendants that will be coming after. I feel like this is the energy of the first millionaire in the lineage or the family, like the first person to go to college type of energy. I'm getting the first person to, I don't know, to own a BMW or something like that. Like it's like something here, the first of the first year, okay, is what I'm feeling here from a pile 3. Let's see, let me pull some card for you guys. So we have, when I honor my feelings, I find my power in powerless situations. Pile 3. It's too many cards. Okay, this one's coming up. Sleep is a spiritual practice. Yes, so you guys are needing to you guys could probably been feeling very, very tired recently, so make sure that you guys are taking time to rest and sleep, because it was a lot that you guys have been transmuting and releasing yourself here. Okay, there's a lot that you guys have been carrying, a lot of load that you guys have been clearing out, and again, it depletes our energy. It is really, really heavy work. So take the time to honor your sensitivity, and take the time to retreat, to recharge, and take the time just to support your light. Okay, because again, your light is greatly needed, because your light is going to inspire others to do the same. Okay, so honor your feelings, honor what you're feeling in the moment, and if it's sleep and rest, and fucking do it. Okay, so this is what I have from our pile 3. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, and I'll talk to you guys soon.